Hey, it's old Brookie. I'm thinking about some more double stops, but this time I'm going to harmonize a little bit. Let's go back to the key of D. Let's check this out. I got some bends I'm going to throw at you here. So this, in the key of D, I'm basing it off of a D bar chord at the 10th fret. How you know that is you find the 10th fret on your 6th string. That's the root. Throw your chord on there or your scale. But that 10 is like your anchor for this key. All right, from that we'll build something like a chunk of the bar chord is this 11 and 10. You'll find those two notes in the bar chord. That's a F sharp and a D. F sharp is the third, D is the root. Third and root. No fifth. We leave the fifth out. That would be the A. So we're just doing two notes, and I'm just going to ditch the pick here. Or you could do hybrid picking, which drives me nuts. Pick and ring. Maybe I'll just practice it here in the demo. All right, I'm going to ascend. I'm going to work my way up. So I've got the, again, 11 and 10. Then I'm going to go up to a flat shape. So the 11 and 10, I call that an angle shape. And here comes the flat shape. Double 12s, which is a G and an E. Take it up one fret. It's kind of a sour one, but it's like a passing tone. That's a G sharp and an F. Then you take it one more fret, you got A and D, which is A and F sharp, which is your fifth and third. So we kind of went from a third and a root to a fifth and a third. A and F sharp are the fifth and third of a D major chord. So just get used to running up and down those, and then we're going to throw in a bend here in a second. You can always orient your ear on the chord. Now comes the bends, as promised. Alright, you may have seen this lick before. It's not that secret or anything, but it goes like this. Something like that. And I'm just going to, not saying this is the definitive order of notes or anything, but it's just one thing to practice. So again, I've got my double 14ths. So I'm bending them up towards the ceiling until it sounds good to my ear. It's kind of like going. Probably the third string's going about a whole step. First string is about a half step. Now I'm going to take it down one fret, same thing, and one more fret down, and same thing, and to where I started, the F sharp and D. Now, it gets really fun when you change chords. Let's say we're doing D, G, A. I'll go. Yikes. Yikes. That was kind of it gets pretty tight up here on the 22nd fret on this guitar. So I'm just improvising, fiddling around. That may not be exactly what I would play live. I would more mix them up other than combine the same move on each chord. But just knowing that this is D, and you got the option to bend. Here's A, which is 5 and 6. In the same geometry, you know, double 7s, double 8s, double 9s. And the same geometry down on the G. The 4 and the 3, double 5s, double 6, double 7. And you could take it home to a D right here, which you can just get 2 strings. And you know, you can do that on about any chord progression, any simple chord progression, I should say. I like to keep things simple. All right, so those are double stops based on a D, and if you want to move into G and A, that's a possibility. So country, you know, I'm not like a pure hardcore country person of any sort, but it's a way I used to kind of like kind of be, what do you call, undercover. I was more of like this crazy punk rock, explosive garage rock maniac trying to pose as a country picker and survive undercover just to see if I could do it, even though I really wasn't into it at all. Eventually I did actually find a few songs I liked, and I had a lot of fun doing it, even though it's not my normal scene, you know. And you know, like the Stones, to play some Rolling Stones, you would need a few country licks. And so sometimes to superimpose country over a rock and roll sound is really hip. It's just another tool, another flavor, another color. So it's not, you know, you're not always playing the gnarly blues scale, which I love, or a simple major scale. You can kind of do these fake steel guitar parts. It's really a handy tool to pull out, you know, maybe on a ballad or something. It just sounds really great. So kind of get that, you know, it's just something I would recommend dipping your toe into that pool once in a while and get a little different sound. Get outside of that rock and roll sound once in a while, or blues. You know, you can put this into a blues song for sure. These sort of sounds, and they're really melodic, and they fit the key really well. And so you could turn these into blues licks for sure. And it's just a real handy way to think about some lead guitar stuff. And that's what I love to do, is try to survive as a lead guitar player, which is pretty crazy, man. But I don't really have to go to work at any place other than, you know, practicing recording and performing and teaching and writing guitar music. So that's one little thing I just wanted to share. And I will talk to you later. Thank you for hanging out. Have a great day.